Is you live, boy? What I need from you is understanding. Lisa Mac a bit. It's a guy around here named Will Mac, and they call him Mac a bitch. And you Maccabee. That's funny. You hear? Turtle. Lexi Lane. Lois Lane. I ain't do nothing I was supposed to do. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. Let's see what's going on. I need a hood. Gotta brave the elements. I had to spell it different. Like smack a bitch, mac a bitch, Maccabee. Oh, air. Damn. Y'all, I wonder where that cat went. That's crazy. The cat just left. Maybe she got another hideout or another family. Hopefully, she got another family somewhere. I don't see any little paw prints. None of that. Let's see. Any paw prints? Nope. Plenty of ice. And yes, hit the likes. I've been here all day. Let's see. All the ice that got on the patio. Usually we don't get it doesn't snow up here. There ain't no garages around here. Even if she went to somebody's like outside dwelling, who's to say that she's getting fed? Maybe she is, because I would think that she would come back, but maybe she won't, because maybe she think it's too cold for her to be out here. She didn't know I had a treat in store for her. What happened to my slides? She didn't know I had the hookup. I don't know. Maybe she got another family somewhere. Maybe she went back to where she came from. I forgot I left this heater out here. Ooh, it's cold. Thank God I covered this blanket, but I ain't covered a part. I literally can't bring that. Is this other heater still on? Yeah, the other heater's still working. The one I had threw in the trash, that one is working. Guess what? I'm bringing that blanket right back to Target. Because she ain't use it. I'm going to dust it off, put it right back in the pack, and get my $50 back. That cat wants to cuddle up with his other buddy so she can start to mess up. The poor kitty. I mean, I guess she alright. All dogs go to heaven. I guess the cats go too. Let me get this. But do y'all hear what I'm saying about Angel and her mess? You would think the Angel is getting picked on, and I just don't feel like that. I feel like, let's see, we got 14 minutes. Let me see if I can find a part with the girl Blue. Ooh, oh, I let my heat out. Let me know. Let me know. When I feel what I feel. Don't forget they got like 9 lives. Maybe when it stops, maybe when it stops snowing, she'll come back. Cause I don't even see any footsteps. You know, cats don't like to get wet. A month ago. Carlos, ain't nobody paying to see you in Heavenly. I want you to stop that. A mercurial mess. Did I feel like I watched one of them. Angel was off on Giselle. Did she? That was a month ago. Mercurial mess. Oh, this must be my other channel. Caribbean girl. Shane was up here earlier.
Not the crockpocket. So, in my opinion, this show just isn't for her. And this episode, and I'm going to say way more as we get into the other scenes, but I want to start by the first one.
Hey again.
That moment really did show me that, look, this show has been on for 10 seasons, and I just don't feel like this show is for her. And I don't think these women are her women. And I think that's okay to say.
There's two things to be true at the same time, right? Yes, she may have the productions, the accommodations may, for the benefit of the doubt, be out of her hands, because a lot of times production does all that. Who could have forecasted that they would have to shit in a pot or whatever, wherever they had to go to do the whoever they flush the toilet. Who would have predicted that, right? But it does just kind of work out for how her attitude was and how happy she was and how she did glow. So it's like when she's in these positions, she doesn't choose the road that helps her. You know what I mean? Because it looks like it's easy to believe maybe she did, because the way she was like, they're going to be over there. It doesn't help her out. Again, she contributes to the get back she gets on the show by her reactions to some of the things. Instead of coming back in a funny way and making the best of things, she kind of digs a deeper hole with some of her reactions. And I think that's what's rubbing people the wrong way. And it's making us people not be here for her. But I did feel bad for her a few times during this episode. But then
my feelings for Angel, wow, Carlos, you and Dustin, when y'all make that face, I find myself questioning. Am I wrong though? Did I lie?
No, not at all.
You open up the floor. Did I lie? Watching you get the ass whooping. That no victims here, in my opinion.
And then we'll get into the PJ situation.
I think they're all mean girls, and Angel's just not as great at it as everybody else. I think they're all mean girls, right? So it's always tricky for me when I'm being asked to feel bad that one mean girl is not as good at her attempt at being a mean girl as the other ones are, right? Like there's no victims here, in my opinion. I think, to Claudia's point, Angel wanted to have a moment of superiority, and it blew up in her face. She bit off more than she could chew, and she pissed off. She wanted Giselle's approval, but she got Giselle's attention in a way that she didn't bank on. If you have me doing a whole bath, if you have me squatting in the woods with coyotes 90 minutes away from you, I'm sorry, Angel. I feel bad watching you get the ass whooping that you kind of earned. So it's tricky. You know what I mean? Like it's might be something really messed up. And also too, watching Angel try to be on the show is kind of like watching somebody who's illiterate be in a spelling bee.
Ooh.
Like you feel bad for them, but they're not equipped. And whose fault is that?
Like, why are you here?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
When you spell mercurial.
Yeah, you know?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I before the E except after C.
Right.
So like I'm kind of mad you're in the spelling bee, baby. You had to learn how to read first. And so like the spelling bee didn't really do that to you. The rules are pretty clear. And so for me, my feelings for Angel, Carlos, you and Dustin, when y'all make that face, I find myself questioning. Am I wrong though? Did I lie?
No, not at all.
I open up the floor. Did I lie? I want my castmates. Okay.
No.
So because she's illiterate at the spelling bee, it's kind of like the rules were pretty clear from the front, baby. You had to know how to sign the form. And also too, I do think it's a little bizarre that Angel talks so big, but seems so scared whenever she has a moment to be direct. You're going to have to pick one, baby. I honestly think she's weaponizing her tears. She's very Karen at this point, and we feel bad for Karen. So you're supposed to feel bad for her. It doesn't mean that you weren't part of the chaos. And so you feeling bad for Angel is by design. I think she's incredibly manipulative. I knew everyone was going to feel bad for her because they were supposed to, but because of the kind of work I do, listen to what Tia said. We didn't check on people pissing in pots because we woke up to Angel crying in her mansion.
Yeah, when she had the chance to fix that, or to at least like, okay, maybe the shitty house.
You centered yourself. Angel always centers herself, even when she's not the victim, and makes herself the victim. So I know why you all feel bad, but my training won't allow me to join you.
She contributed to it.
She's a Karen. Sorry. Not sorry.
Right. Ooh, okay. Dustin Ross. is Angel a Karen, Dustin?
No, what Angel is, okay, so it's no secret, you know what I'm saying? Angel's personality has gotten on my nerves in the earlier episodes of this season, and as we progressed, right? I've been honest about that. However, right, she got to stop letting people talk to her crazy. It's just that simple. Be who you are, use the vernacular you use, hold the tip of your hat all you want, but stop letting these people talk to you like they have lost their fucking minds. The way that Giselle Bryant sat on that airplane and berated Angel as if that was her mother, as if that was her child or whatever, and Giselle was the mama, was crazy. The way Wendy was talking was crazy. The way Stacey was talking was crazy. The way Ashley was talking was crazy. And ain't no way in hell Angel should have sat there explaining herself over and over again. I'd have left them all in their shitty drawers where they stood if they were speaking to me like that. Yo big grown ass, all of y'all are mothers, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the fuck. Get your ass up and get somewhere else. People don't stay in shitty accommodations when they have options, not for no full night. You get there, you see it's fucked up, and you figure out a plan B immediately, right there in the moment. So all that staying and then waiting on a phone call or waiting on an Uber to come or whatever the fuck Wendy was talking about on that airplane, that's on y'all. Because I would have been on my Wanye from Boyz II Men. Let's not wait till the water runs dry. Okay, I got up out of there as soon as I seen the shit wasn't working. It would have been time to roll. You know what I'm saying? Just like anybody else, I can't even wash my ass up in here, and it's hot. So think about that. Your ass ain't right, and it's hot. That's not gonna work. So it's
do you think
go?
She's kind of trained them on how to be able to abuse her? Because if you never say
Claudia, absolutely, I think that's why they all feel comfortable talking to her like that. If you don't speak up for yourself and check a motherfucker from talking to you crazy, especially in a group of other people, the rest of the people around are gonna punk you too. And that's just that's back playground. That's the shit Monique was talking about at the Breakfast Club. To get back to the playground, that's playground shit. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why
Ashley, who can't check nobody, Wendy, who ain't in a position to check nobody, Stacey, who can't even check herself. You know what I'm saying? They all are just talking to Angel like she is literally a person that don't deserve no respect. And as much as she has not been my favorite person on this show, as much as I would rather see, what you call it, Claudia? The
Mercurial Mountain.
The Mercurial Mountain show, as much as I would watch that show about her outfitter, she still don't deserve nobody talking to her like that. But that's also her responsibility to check that. If you like it, I love it. She's explaining and apologizing over and over again and crying and shit. I'd be damned if they ever seen a tear rolling down my face. The way I would have tore their asses up from left to right. Just after she had already fucking tried her best to find some solution, and y'all gonna get on here yelling and cussing me out, telling me I ain't shit, pointing your finger all in my face. I would have cussed them the fuck. They would have had to land that plane. Okay.
I guess it's like I'm not as empathetic about that scene because it's been 13.
All right, it's gonna start. Let's say I like Claudia, but do you all think she's still needed now that Carlos has the other female? No, I don't like Claudia. We don't hear from Dustin enough. I feel like Claudia's gotten better with the other girl being there. Because when Claudia's there by herself, she just takes over and she just long-winded. She just talks and talks. She always finds a way to put her own personal story. When I was a housewife, or when it happened to me, and when I did that. But with the other girl, she doesn't do it as much. I think so. She has some good points at times, but I think but I be thinking, is Carlos needed? Oh shit! I know it's his show, but I enjoy Dustin and Blue. Yeah, I agree with that too. But you know what? I like when Carlos comes in like as the producer. I don't like when he's doing all that shucking and jiving. I kind of like when he comes in and speaks from the producer's point of view. I think that's a good point. Hey, Monique. They went in on a plane, right? I love listening to Claudia and her podcast, which is very lengthy, which cuts off others. Like now, she's trying best to cut off Dustin, right? I do like the balance. I would love to hear from Dustin more. Okay, so now I'm going to add Twitch. And for whoever's not on Twitch, let me drop the link. I'll give it a second to queue up. There we go. Copy. Paste. There goes Twitch. There goes Xfinity. It's not on DVR yet. Let's refresh it. We got 1 minute. Let's drop YouTube. YouTube, we'll see you later, behind. Whoever's on YouTube, Monique and whoever else, you could join us on Twitch at TheRichieB, and we will see you later. Remove.